Good evening, everyone. Yeah, are you able to see my screen? Okay, where is Hamira? I'm waiting for Hamira. She's not joined. Okay, that's fine. She may join in middle. Uh, Yesterday we were discussing about test methodology, test plan. Anybody having any questions on that one? Yeah, test metrics. Test responsibility metrics are nothing but like as an independent contributor, you will send your status to your team lead. Like that all of your team members will be sending to your team lead, right? So your team lead will consolidate from all of the team members and send it to project manager per week. For that entire week he will consolidate and send it to project manager. Okay, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, perfect. Any more questions? Okay, I muted all. If you come across any questions, just let me know. Message me so that I'll unmute. We'll discuss. Then we go for testing standards. Okay, so excuse me. So testing standards are nothing but like ISO, CMM level implementation, and Six Sigma Fortune 500. You may be here like ISO or Fortune 500 or Six Sigma or CMM, something like that. What do you mean by that one? Means if any of the company have to certify or have to get some certification like ISO or CMM, is they should follow some standards. So depends on the standards the company following, it will get certified. So that is nothing but like this certifications. So most of the companies in your IT industry, if you take like those are CMM or ISO certified companies, even some companies are there with the Fortune 500 and Six Sigma also. Okay, so ISO. What do you mean by ISO? International Organization for Standardization. Don't get confused. International Standardization Organization. Okay, International Organization for Standardization. Okay, so remember one thing, ISO certified company not only applicable for your IT industry, it's applicable for all the industries. Like whatever you see, even other industries, okay, textile industry, like the so many industries are available, right? So every industry it will be applicable. Okay, but with the respect to IT companies, if you think about it directly, ISO certified companies equal to CMM level 3 company. But remember, CMM level 3, CMM level implementation is only for IT companies, not for other companies. So ISO applicable for banks, sorry, banks, even other thing like restaurants, even hotels, something anywhere, any industry. But CMM is not for like that. Only for IT industry. Okay. So what do you mean by CMM? Capability Maturity Model. So CMM, how you can expand is like capability maturity model. So if you are aware of like what is CMM level 3, then you will get to know what are the standards for ISO certified company, right? So that's why I have taken directly to capability maturity model, CMM. Okay, so depends on the KPIs the company is following, it will get certified. So again in CMM you will come across 5 different levels. Those are nothing but level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and level 5. So level 1 is nothing but like initial, level 2 is nothing but repeatable, level 3 also you can consider it as like defined, level 4 is nothing but like managed, level 5 last is nothing but optimized. You can consider it as like either normally in our normal life, even real time environment, we'll call it like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. We don't consider initial repeatable something like that. Okay, but you may also call them as like initial repeatable, different, managed, optimized. We go one by one. As I said, each and every standard in your CMM implementation, how you will consider it as like key process areas. Okay, key process areas you will consider. So depends on the KPIs the company is following, it will get certified. So CMM level 1 if you go for, so you go for like don't want to follow any of the KPIs. That means like it's a startup company. If it is startup company, they don't want to follow any of the standards, right? So but no company in your IT industry like with the certification like CMM level 1 and even level 2 also. Level 2, how you'll get consider it as like which are the companies following these are the KPIs, these 5 KPIs like software configuration management, software quality assurance, software project tracking and oversight, software project planning, and requirement management. So, software configuration management is nothing but like in your IT industry, it is very important that like which are the activities you'll perform in your daily roles and responsibilities. Whatever the simple task it is, it needs to be tracked. So that one, how you will maintain is like with the help of configuration management tools. Also you can consider it like version control. Okay, so that is nothing but like software configuration management. Even in detail I will explain you during types of automation tools will come up with. So there will be discussing like configuration management tools. Quality center even comes under configuration management. Okay, so at the time you'll get very clear picture. Then software quality assurance, any of the product they have to grow means depends on end user. That means that product whatever you're delivering should be quality. That one you have to make sure, means how you make sure, with the help of software quality assurance. Exactly like that, software project tracking and oversight. So this is also like one kind of configuration management tool. Okay, so there are so many tools available. So this is also one phase you will come across. Exactly, planning and requirements management. Project planning for every project is required, right? Primarily before starting up the project, you will come up with planning. Okay, so that is nothing but like software project planning and requirements management. So requirements, any of the company is very common. Like each and every company, what it does is like for every project, they will maintain like SharePoint, Wikimedia, or something like that. So all project related documents, they will keep track there. Like that, not only requirements, every document, whatever you are performing for that project, everything they will track it up at SharePoint links. Okay, So any of the company following these 5 KPIs, that company you can consider it as CMM level 2 company. So as I said already, like CMM level 1 and CMM level 2, there were no companies in your IT industry. Then CMM level 3, also you can consider it as like defined. Okay. So CMM level 3, any of the company have to certify means it should get follow first initially level 2 key process areas, along with level 2 7 additional also they should follow for that project. So peer reviews, intergroup coordination, software product engineering, so integrated software management, training program. Okay. So organizational process definition, organizational process focus. So 5 plus 7, 12 kps. Okay. Peer reviews, that is common for any of the project, any of the department, whatever the level of role you are playing, you are performing means your colleague will review. Okay. Or even who is authorized for review, that means he should be good, or the major intention of is like normally we are human beings, so we may do commonly mistakes. To overcome this one, we come up with like peer reviews. And developers and testers always keep maintain good relationship, right? So that in like that any of the project have to deliver with the quality means intergroup coordination plays major role. Okay. So that is nothing but like intergroup coordination. Then software product engineering means what do you mean by what do you, how do you differ like a product and project? During starting class I could have explained you. Okay. So product is nothing but like market requirements, project is nothing but client specific. So any of the company they have their own products, they are following the product engineering. Then you can consider it as like software product engineering. Integrated software management means, integrated means for multiple projects, multiple platforms, they will be like integrated kind of feature. Okay. So this is also one KPI you will consider it as. So like that they are maintaining means that is nothing but integrated software management training program, that is mandatory for any of the project, right? Any of the organization. Okay. Training program. Then process definition and process focus. Process you'll define, and you'll see in IT industry whatever the process once you define, it's not like it's stable going forward whole your life you'll be using. That is the process, it's not like that. Okay. IT industry is dynamic, right? So it's like continuous integration kind of stuff, that means like continuous modification kind of stuff. Okay. So that is again like organizational process focus. Okay. So this is nothing but like CMM level 3, 5 plus 7, that is 12 kps you are following means it will be like CMM level 3 company. And as I said earlier, CMM level 3 equal to ISO certified company. Some companies were there with the CMM level 3 certification. Okay, in your IT industry, some companies I don't remember exactly, but few companies were there. So then we go for like level 4, that is nothing but like managed means plus 5 plus 7 plus these are the KPIs companies following means you will consider it as uh, level 4 company. Software quality management and process management. Quality management means testing quality, some standards and some processes there, right? So that is another factor they have to consider, comes under like management. And quantitative process management. Okay, so quantitative process management is nothing but like as I said, in level 3, one process you will define. That process is continuous integration kind of stuff, right? That means like continuous improvement kind of stuff. So quantitative process management also one such kind of feature. Okay, so that is nothing but like level 4. So 12 plus 2, 14, right? So that company you will consider it as. Then process change management, technology change management, and defect prevention. As I said, see, in level 3 and level 4, it's not like that much. Level 3 means it's a stable process across all the projects. Level 4 also you cannot say like it's full-fledged process change management like that, but it's a little bit, that is different forms of really this process change management. But 100% full-fledged process you have to change means, that means like whenever there is a need, that process needs to be changed, right? So that is kind of uh, key key process area any of the companies following means, this is nothing but like process change management. And another important thing is, once upon a time, if you remember, like Java was there, all the clients upgraded are working with Java. They come up with after few days like core Java. All the clients should upgrade their systems with core Java, right? So then J2E come into market. Then J2EME. Like that, whenever new technology coming into the market means, you also have to upgrade your systems automatically. Like that, it's not only applicable for you or company or client. It's applicable for whole IT industry. Okay, so that is the kind of companies also primary role they have to play. This is the one. Okay, so whenever new technology is available, they should upgrade the systems with latest technology. There is no other option. Okay, so that is nothing but technology change management. And defect prevention, our first class like testing definition, that is nothing but defect prevention. So 17 KPIs completely you will come across. So any of the company following these 17 means that company you can consider it like CMM level 5 company. So for CMM level 4, Symphony is a CMM level 4 company. So CMM level 5 certification means you have so many companies, right? Like Oracle, HP, Microsoft, IBM. These are the companies comes under like so many companies. Okay. So these all are nothing but like your CMM level company. Okay. So along with these CMM level 1 to 5, but another important thing is like all these KPIs you have to remember means it's very difficult. Even if you go for interview, nobody will ask you what are the KPIs, but at least try to remember like few KPIs like this, and number at least you remember. So like that you try to convince once you go for interview. And another thing is like I will tell you like theory kind of stuff, one story, so that you can understand very easily and you can explain in the interview. So let us take, you are planning to start up with one IT company. So initially means you don't have any idea about the company, right? So you don't follow any process standards, something like that. So nothing, so that is nothing but like initial level company. Then one client will come to you, so he will give some requirements. Accordingly, you will develop whatever the knowledge you have today and deliver it to client. What are the process, what are the standards, what is the technology you are having today. By considering those stuff, you will develop and send it to client. So once client receive, that is first time project means, definitely he may come across so many issues, right? So this is nothing but like CMM level 1 company, that is startup. Okay, so then as I said, once he receive the application from your side, what he will do, he have to use, right? So he started using, immediately the application is breaking letters also, it breaks definitely. Okay, so then at the time what he will do, again he will come back to you with the changes or with issues or some enhancements. Okay, at that time again you work for very less time and only for one project, so you didn't get expertise, right? So that's why again you try to fix those issues your level based and send it back to client. So like this, these cycles in between you and client will be repeatedly happening couple of multiple times until the full-fledged or complete system gets ready. Okay, so like that, that means like continuously repeatedly the tasks were going on in between you and the client. That is nothing but like repeatable, the name is telling you, right? That is the reason they were called it as repeatable. Okay, first project like that you are completely successful. Second client came to you, so whatever the knowledge you got from your first project, for second project definitely will help you up to some extent, right? Okay, like that third project, fourth project, fifth project. Like that, let us assume 30, 40 projects you were developed. So you could have got pretty good experience, and whatever the experience you got by developing those 30 or 40 projects, what you can do is like you can come up with one process. Simply you can define one process. That is what you can do. That is nothing but like CMM level 3. The name itself telling you like define. The name itself telling you like defined. Okay, so that is nothing but like defined. Then uh then onwards, so that is CMM level 3 company nothing but like defined. So whatever the experience you gained from your past experience, you were define one process. Then onwards, whatever the new project you are getting up, you keep following that process for the new projects. That is nothing but like, that means what you are doing, you are trying to manage that process across all the projects. That is nothing but like managed CMM level 4. Okay, that is nothing but like manage CMM level 4. Then finally, whatever I said, like the IT industry not at all stable, it's always dynamic. So what you have to do is like, what are the process you defined, the process itself may get a chance or should get changed at the some point of time, right? So that is nothing but like process change management. As I said earlier, like whenever latest technology is available, all clients should upgrade. Companies also, not only clients, should upgrade with their systems with latest technology. Otherwise they cannot compete with the today's world. Right? So that is nothing but like technology change management. That is nothing but technology change management and defect prevention. Our first class, verification plus validation. So like this small story you can remember and you can explain if you don't remember these KPIs. Okay, so this is nothing but like your CMM level company. And another thing is like another level you'll come across like CMMI. Means CMMI means integrated. Means along with these 17, 5 more KPIs you will come across. 5 more KPIs. So that means like 22 KPIs. That company you can consider like CMMI integrated. And again PCMM, another level is there like PCMM, process capability maturity model. Okay, process capability maturity model. Means again in PCMM level company also level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 will come up with. So one level means again few more KPIs will come up here. So search in Google which are the KPIs you have, you will get it up. Okay, but all those KPIs even is difficult to remember, and even nobody will ask you but what is what CMM level. If they ask you, this is what you will say. And remember another important thing, which level company is yours. Okay, so which level company it is depends on that one, they will ask you. If you say like yours is CMM, then what is CMM, which is the R. Other way also they may ask, uh, what is the standard you are following for your company, what is the standard, what is the level of implementation you are following for your project, either CMM or ISO, you can say that. Okay, so this is nothing but like your CMM level implementation. Another thing is like Six Sigma and Fortune 500. Even that is what I also never worked there. Really, I have to check it up. I have to see it up once. Or it's not required. You just simply ignore. Okay, those one is not at all important. If you really interested means you just to go for once in your Google, or I will get it up once. Okay, whenever I have time. But it's not really important. You can simply ignore if you don't want. Okay. Then another thing you may come across important thing in our manual testing front, you come across test scenario and test case. Right, test case is nothing but in order to test a specific functionality, you will come up with test scenarios, then test scenarios you will break down into test cases. So parent of test scenario is like use case, how to use a specific functionality, how to test, not test, how to use, like inbox functionality. If you take complete description about that inbox, or login, if you take complete usage of that in that login. Okay, complete usage of that login, like that they will come up with. So that is nothing but like use case. But remember these days nobody is going for like use case. Okay, nobody using requirements. Also how they come up is like user story part. Even I will show you like how user story looks like. User story is nothing but like some requirement, latest terminology what they do is like user story. Older days waterfall model or V model you are following means you will consider it as like requirement SRS document, but latest trend is like you will call them as user stories. That one also you can consider like old version use case. Okay. So each and every feature login, if you take in detail how exactly the client requirement in detail they will describe. So how they define is like use case name, use case description, actors. Who are actors for login, username and password, right? So actors, related use cases. Okay, any prior use cases or depending use cases or post-mortem use cases, something like that. That is nothing but like related use cases. Preconditions, what are the prerequisites? You have to validate compose mail functionality. Your Gmail application needs to be login, right? Then only you go for like that one. Okay, so that is nothing but like precondition. And very high level diagram also they may come up with, they should, not they may, they should come up with. Okay, you have to understand the functionality means they should come up with. And what is primary scenario? Login, if you take a successful login is primary scenario. What are secondary scenarios? All like in invalid credentials, something like that. Okay, then what is post condition? For compose mail, what is precondition? Application should get login. What is post condition? Sent mail. For inbox, for login, what is precondition? Registration is mandatory. Otherwise, you cannot log in into your application, right? You cannot use login functionality. Okay. Then what is post condition? Inbox, outbox, compose mail, something like that. Like that. for each and every action some prerequisites required, and post it will deliver something to some another application, some another user, or some functionality. Okay. Then user interface markup, this is user have very high level user interface they will come up with. Any special requirements are there means that is what also they come up with. Okay, I have unmuted. Any questions on this one? So, what we're discussing is like CMM level implementation and ISO certified company and use case. Older days people were using like if it is waterfall model or V model means use case they were using, but if it is agile methodology means user story they will be using. So that is what in our current project we have following, that is the format. So I will show you once. So it depends on the interviewer, they may ask you, they may not ask you this implementation in US means they may not ask you, but it's not at all difficult, right? Small story I will tell you, right? So that is what you remember. Any questions? No questions? Sorry. Uh-huh. Okay, okay, good. Okay. So this is what I'm just discussing about like testing standards. So then we go for like software development lifecycle models. We have pending, right? Few test cases, few modules we have pending. So before this, another important topic we have pending is like mm, okay. So here we'll stop on another session. We'll start. So this is nothing but like a testing standards.